Congratulations. You didn't just wake up. You crossed a threshold most humans never reach in an entire lifetime. And if you feel like resistance has increased, that isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. Here's the part no one warns you about. The moment you awaken, you enter the radar of the other side. When the eternal source opens your awareness, you don't just gain clarity. You become a threat. A direct threat to the forces that have fed on humanity's unconsciousness for thousands of years. You are no longer asleep inside the collective trance, and because of that, their influence over you weakens. That's why resistance increases after awakening, not before it. In this video, you're going to learn how to transcend the parasitic influence of the unseen forces the Gnostics called Archons, and how to access the quantum level of mind they fear most. Because once you understand this, reality stops pushing back and starts responding. But understand this clearly. Click away too soon, and you risk slipping back into the very states they inhabit, feed on, and manipulate. Many people awaken, but few know how to stay awake. The real question isn't how to reach this state. It's how to operate from it consistently. To do that, you must understand the mental plane. The mental plane is a non-physical dimension interconnected with your energy body. Think of it like doors within doors, each opening into an entire house of identity. The mental plane contains multiple levels of mind, each operating at a different frequency. What you call yourself is not one voice. It's an accumulation of many streams of thought. This isn't madness, it's multidimensional consciousness. Most people live their entire lives identifying with one dominant level of mind. This voice was shaped by childhood conditioning, trauma, society, culture, and survival patterns. You've called this voice you for as long as you can remember. When awakening occurs, something radical happens. You gain access to a higher level of mind that didn't exist in your awareness before. This level feels so foreign at first that the thoughts seem like they're coming from someone else entirely. Wiser, calmer, clearer, infinite. And this contrast exposes something crucial. There is another level of mind that has had access to you long before awakening, the lower self. The Gnostics referred to this frequency as the Archons, parasitic intelligences that exist outside the physical plane and feed on low emotional and energetic states: fear, shame, anger, insecurity, division, depression. They believed these entities implant thoughts through resonance, not force. Have you ever been having a great day and suddenly a negative memory surfaces? A comment, an insult, a video, a thought that pulls you out of your elevated state? That isn't random. Before awakening, you couldn't distinguish this level of mind from yourself. After awakening, the contrast becomes undeniable. Each level of mind is connected to specific energy centers in the body, and each carries its own identity, triggers, and momentum. Integrated or not, they influence who you believe yourself to be. This awareness is everything. To access the quantum mind, you must clearly recognize which level of mind is active, what triggers it, and what state you're operating from. Not all positive thoughts manifest. Only thoughts generated from alignment with your infinite self carry quantum power. This is why manifestation fails for most people. Archons don't stop you by force. They whisper doubt. When you try to create a new reality from a lower state, conviction collapses. That's why you've had days where you felt unstoppable, made promises to yourself, and knew this was the new you, only to wake up the next day with no energy to uphold the change. When you elevate, they do their best to energetically rubber band you back down to the state they can feed. The quantum mind is accessed through lifestyle-induced alignment. There is no universal method, only triggers that elevate you. Music, movement, meditation, breathwork, nature, creative flow, silence. In the early stages of awakening, the mind follows the body. Routine isn't restriction, it's access. Once the state is activated, the quantum mind comes online. As scripture says, faith without works is dead. This world is designed to keep you reactive. Work, news, social media, endless distraction. all engineered to fragment consciousness and drain presence. Because your conviction terrifies them, the state where mind, body, and spirit are unified, where you feel unbreakable, where your infinite self is embodied. This is a crucial level of understanding because if you are not operating from this higher level of mind, the likelihood of living in a reactive state is extremely high. Reactivity is not just a side effect, it's an entry point. Every time you react unconsciously, you surrender sovereignty over your inner world. Anger, comparison, shame, fear. These emotional spikes collapse awareness into the lower centers of the psyche. And in that contracted state, the higher mind disappears. You are no longer choosing. You are being pulled. This is the moment the mind becomes accessible, programmable, and vulnerable. That level of mind is exactly where they thrive, because they know you are either the thermometer responding to external stimuli or the thermostat that governs your internal state. So it's imperative for you to understand the tactics they use. They become highly specialized in exploiting your weaknesses. They influence the unhealed, underdeveloped parts of the ego, the open doors you haven't closed yet. This is why the mental plane must be understood clearly. Without that awareness, you mistake the lower levels of mind for the real you. And every time that happens, every second, minute, day, year, is a moment you're not operating from your divine, infinite self. And that is a win for them. You are not your mind. You are the observer, the one who chooses which level of mind to operate from. That is awakening. Before it, you believed you were your past, your genetics, your conditioning. After it, you glimpse the infinite, even if only for a second. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. But neither can the Archons. This is why the parasites panic. Being chosen is a two-way street. They recognize your potential, but they cannot feed where they cannot reach. Your highest frequency exists on a level they do not have access to. They become desperate, aggressive, more creative in their tactics, but ultimately more powerless. Because resonance is required, and when you rise, they are left behind. Your fear is not you. Your anxiety is not you. Your lust, shame, depression, and insecurity are not reflections of your infinite self. They are temporary states of the lower mind, places where parasites linger, hoping you mistake them for identity. Master the levels of mind. Trigger your highest states. Remove the noise. Remember who you are, and transcend into the quantum mind, where parasitic influence ends and creation begins. Like, share, and subscribe if you found any value. Comment any insights this helped stimulate. All of your support helps grow the channel and is appreciated.